Hello, and welcome to BigBookCTK.com. My name is Tussie, and I'm reading A Thousand Nights and One Night, an anonymous work, translated by Sir Richard Francis Burton. Tale of Nur al-Din and his sons. Know, O Commander of the Faithful, that in times of yore the land of Egypt was ruled by a sultan endowed with justice and generosity, one who loved the pious poor and companied with the ulama and learned men. And he had a wazir, a wise and an experienced, well-versed in affairs and in the arts of government. This minister, who was a very old man, had two sons, as they were two moons. Never man saw the like of them for beauty and grace. The elder called Shams al-Din Muhammad, and the younger Nur al-Din. But the younger excelled the elder in seemliness and pleasing semblance, so that folk heard his fame in far countries, and men flocked to Egypt for the purpose of seeing him. In course of time their father, the wazir, died, and was deeply regretted and mourned by the sultan, who sent for his two sons, and, investing them with dresses of honor, said to them, Let not your hearts be troubled, for ye shall stand in your father's stead, and be joint ministers of Egypt. At this they rejoiced, and kissed the ground before him, and performed the ceremonial mourning for their father during a full month, after which time they entered upon the wazirate, and the power passed into their hands, as it had been in the hands of their father, each doing duty for a week at a time. They lived under the same roof, and their word was one. And whenever the sultan desired to travel, they took it by turns to be in attendance on him. It fortuned one night that the sultan proposed setting out on a journey next morning, and the elder, whose turn it was to accompany him, was sitting conversing with his brother, and said to him, O my brother, it is my wish that we both marry, I and thou, two sisters, and go in to our wives on one and the same night. Do, O my brother, as thou desirest, the younger replied, for right is thy reckon, and surely I will comply with thee in whatso thou sayest. So they agreed upon this, and quoth Shams al-Din, If Allah decree that we marry two damsels, and go into them on the same night, and they shall conceive on their bride night, and bear children to us on the same day, and by Allah's will, thy wife bear thee a son, and my wife bear me a daughter, let us wed them either to other, for they will be cousins. Quoth Nur al-Din, O my brother Shams al-Din, what dower wilt thou require for my son for thy daughter? Quoth Shams al-Din, I will take 3,000 dinars, and 3 pleasure gardens, and 3 farms, and it would not be seemly that the youth make contracts for less than this. When Nur al-Din heard such demand, he said, What manner of dower is this thou wouldst impose upon my son? Wottest thou not that we are brothers, and both by Allah's grace wazirs, and equal in office? It behoves thee to offer thy daughter to my son without marriage settlement, or, if one need be, it should represent a mere nominal value by way of show to the world, for thou knowest that the masculine is worthier than the feminine, and my son is a male, and our daughter will be preserved by him, not by thy daughter. But what, said Shams al-Din, is she to have? And Nur al-Din continued, Through her we shall not be remembered among the emirs of the earth, but I see thou wouldest do with me according to the saying, and thou wouldst slough off a buyer, ask him high price and higher, or as did a man who, they say, went to a friend and asked something of him, being a necessity, and was answered, Bismillah, in the name of Allah, I will do all what thou requirest, but come tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. You've been listening to A Thousand Nights and One Night, translated by Sir Richard Francis Burton. My name is Tiffany, and this is BigBookCCK.com. Thank you very much, and bye for now.